Yo, welcome to the open pit. I'm your man, Mr. C with the most. Getting ready to take y'all around the coast. How y'all doing today, fellas?
Good, brother.
Good,
Good,
my brother.
man. How y'all doing?
We good on this Saturday. We got coming to the stage for the first time coming to the show. My man Jeremy across the street, Bama Rays. What's going on
Bama
with you,
Rays,
baby?
Bama
I'm
Rays.
Ray.
Hey, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Not too many people welcome us in Georgia.
That's true.
Also coming to the stage, we got my man Los, Big
What's
Los.
up?
What's going on, baby?
What's going on, fellas?
What's up?
Representing the Morehouse, I see. Last but not least, Dre from the Bay. What's going on, Dre?
What's going on, brothers? What's going on?
Gonna make me put
San
my chain
Fred
on.
Morehouse.
You know what
Yeah.
time it is. I'm rocking the hardware.
Well, fellas, let's get it started, man. We had an entertaining first week of football. The first game was Thursday night. We had the Ravens against Kansas City. Oh my goodness. Kansas City pulled it out 27-20.
Mm.
Mahomes went 20 of 28, 291, one touchdown, one interception. Jackson went 26 of 41, 273, one touchdown passing, and another touchdown running, I believe.
Yeah.
No, he had 16 rushing, 16 attempts, 120 yards rushing, no touchdown rushing. But what y'all think about it? How was that game to y'all? I'm gonna pass it to you, Los.
It's too early to tell, and what I mean too early to tell, they got to work some kinks out. They added big man in the backfield, and they trying to figure that whole orchestration out. But it was a good game, man. It's a good game. I hate that somebody got to walk away a loser. I hate that Baltimore had to check that L column early, but it is what it is. But I think it's going. I think they're gonna pick up steam during the season, and I see them. I see them being a little rivalry matchup later on in the season.
And also that game, Andrews only had what, 2 catches?
Yeah.
Yeah, likely was the man for that
Yeah,
that game.
Yeah,
nine
likely had a breakout game.
9 catches, 111 yards, and a touchdown. Bama Rays, what you got on that?
Something I don't understand. You bring in Derrick Henry and you don't use him.
Yeah, I think they're really trying to figure it out.
Yeah. I just want to see them get over that hump of Kansas City. I'm tired of Kansas City.
I think everybody
Yeah,
on this field tired.
yeah.
Concur.
Well,
Yeah.
you know how as Niner fans feel
Oh
about
yeah.
Kansas City.
Oh,
So
definitely.
0-2 against them jokers.
we sure ready for them to have a seat.
Yeah,
Man,
because what? 2 years. I'm an Eagles fan on Sunday. They got the Eagles and the 49ers in 2 years, right?
Yeah,
oh
two
man,
years. Yeah. So that's I'm interested in that matchup. I want to see what's going to pan out with the offensive line, and like you said, if they figure out how they're going to use Derrick Henry, then not Derrick Henry. If they figure out Mahomes this season, I think they can slow him down. They may be able to figure him out.
I don't know about that one because they got that rookie wide receiver Worthy. He out there cutting the fool. He had what, one running, 1 yard,
Yeah,
one carry for 21 yards,
yeah,
touchdown, and 2 catches
yeah,
for 47 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of the touchdowns a reverse?
Yeah,
yeah. He's serious.
Yeah,
straight
let's
from
see
the
how
base.
serious he is when he go across that middle and one of them linebackers catch him.
Yeah, that's probably they keeping him on the outside. They ain't getting him going in the middle. He light in the butt. Dre from the Bay, what's your thoughts on it, man?
On that Ravens Chiefs game.
Yes, sir.
I'm with Los on this whole Derrick Henry and that whole thing. I don't understand. I don't know if he fits. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm.
I was watching him. And if he can't mix in some cuts, I mean, he's still trying to just do the I'm just gonna run straight ahead and run over people, and I don't know if that's gonna be the ticket anymore. That's nice, but the only way that works is if you giving him 25 touches a game, because
Mm-hmm.
if you give him the ball 20, 25 times, then he's probably gonna break one. But his game is, repetition, and then finally in the fourth quarter, he takes over because you tired of tackling his big behind, and he's now, and he breaks. Well, the other night, first of all, if you in a game where you got to keep scoring, you can't afford to just be feeding the ball, and then they've got other weapons now. You've got Zay Flowers, you've got Likely, you've got, like you said, Andrews only had 2 catches. So it's one of those things that, there you go. It's one of those things that they're going to have to, somebody said earlier, figure out how they're going to use Derrick Henry. I think if they do that, they can compete, for the AFC Championship. But I hate to say it, that gone Kansas City looks better this year, because they've got threats on the outside, and and now you got a full season of Pacheco. I think he's somebody that's going to get hurt because his style of running, he ain't going to play a full season. But yeah, I thought that was a very good game to start off with.
Yeah.
And so I can see those two meeting in the AFC Championship again.
Let me say this: Derrick Henry had 13 touches, 46 yards. Jackson missed some open touchdowns.
Oh,
He did.
that. I'm glad you brought that up,
Missed some
because
wide open.
if he can't start hitting open receivers,
Yeah.
they ain't gonna never win. Because he missed your boy in the corner of the end zone, overthrew him, and then the second throw, he didn't even see. He missed him, and then the last one, your boy made a great catch, but it shouldn't have come down to that. And he misses a lot. That's always been the knock on him. He can make some spectacular plays, but he don't make the routines. And he's gonna have to tighten that up. Now, it was the first game of the season, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tax him too hard.
If we look at the stats, though, when we look at the stats, I mean, Baltimore played a hell of a game. I mean, when we look at time on the ball, they worked the clock, they worked the ball. They had 74 total plays. We look at the yards, that overall total yards. They were about 100 yards more a total yard offense than Kansas City. Now it just, like you said, those routine plays killed them. The routine plays killed them, and their efficiency was there. They converted on fourth down when necessary. But it all adds up on the scoreboard when it's all said and done with. Somehow, some way, even with Mahomes throwing an interception, they still pulled through to get the W. So if you figure out how to squeeze at least some quality touches with Henry, you look like where you want to be is in the chip, playing for the big ring.
They also shut Kelsey down. You ain't really hear from Kelsey. I think he had 1, 2 catches.
Yeah, I think that was Taylor. I think Taylor did that.
He said Taylor. For a split second, I'm trying to think who's Taylor on the Ravens. I was trying to think. I'm like, who you talking about? Lawrence? LT? You're right.
Swift.
Yeah, she shut him down.
Yeah, she shut him down. So he ain't playing his normal game.
Well, look, let's get to that Brazil game, that Friday night game, Packers and the Eagles. Eagles pulled it out 34-29. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. This probably one of the best games of week one. Love went 17-34, 260, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He got hurt. Jacobs had 16 carries, 84 yards. Jaden Reed had one rushing attempt for 33 yards, a touchdown. 4 catches, 138 yards, a touchdown. Hurts, 34, 278, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Barkley cut a fool. 24 carries, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 receiving catches, 23 yards, touchdown. Smith had 7 for 84. AJ Brown 5 for 119 and a touchdown. The star of the game to me was Barkley. Barkley was hands down. I don't know what the Giants was thinking about, but that was a steal.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna pass it to you, Bama Ray. So that's your squad. I know you got a lot to say about it.
That's a huge deal. We get Saquon Barkley because now we got us an every down back now where we didn't have that before. He can block. Now we got 2 people coming out of the backfield that both squat over 600 pounds apiece. How do you stop that?
Yeah. But I think it hurts. I don't know if he's not focused on the game, man. It seems like he's there, but he's not really.
Nah,
I don't know, man.
He was in Brazil, man.
Okay.
Say no more.
Say less. Say less.
All right. So it was after.
My brother was in Rio de
Janeiro.
It was after. No more. Them 2 interceptions was uncalled for. I was like, that wasn't his style like that. You know what I mean? But,
but too, he's gotta get things going with his center now because Kelsey's gone. That's who he's been playing with since he's been there.
Yeah.
They gotta get that worked out. Because once they get that worked out, that was what, three drop balls right there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So once they get that worked out, we'll be all right, and we'll see San Fran in the NFC Championship. And we know none of y'all quarterbacks want to see the Eagles ever again in the playoffs.
See, he's jumping the gun. He's jumping the gun. He's jumping the gun.
It's a week 1 hate right there.
I got to stretch out after that. I mean, I'm taking strays right now. Wait a minute, hold on. What we got to do with y'all Friday night game? But since you're saying that, I mean, I don't think we really. I mean, since we did have the 4th string quarterback playing against y'all in the NFC Championship,
in the first half.
In the first half, I don't think we worried too much. I thought we didn't. I thought we played them last year. Maybe I missed that game.
We played. We caught they losing streak.
I thought so. I thought we played in Philly. They went on about a 4-5 game losing streak after.
I think it was like 7. I think it was like 7.
They was talking about firing people after we left town.
What's wrong with Philly?
We're not used to losing.
Well, Jalen Hurts, he's that type of player. He get beat up about it, but he's like a blue collar quarterback, man. He gonna make some mistakes, but he gonna fight his way back in there.
Right.
So when you look at it, he threw them 2 INTs, and that ain't what we're looking for. But he probably, for every INT he gonna throw, he gonna give you about 100 yards on the ground, and then he's gonna make it up with the quarterback. I mean, with a touchdown or 2. So, but I will say this: the change in their O line with Kelsey being gone. That's a significant change. Then, I don't take those overseas games too serious, even though they go on the record. But you can't take them too serious because you got a lot of factors into play and when those go happen. You in another time zone, weather's different, atmosphere is different. So he might. It just like I said, he was in Brazil, and you take with that what you want with it being in Brazil.
They said they was on the resort the whole time, but how they get down. But I know this. If Jalen Hurts throw 2 interceptions against the Niners, it ain't gonna be pretty.
Yeah.
It ain't
And
gonna be. It ain't
then
gonna be pretty, baby.
and then you know he popped the question, right? He popped the question.
Oh,
Uh,
right.
yeah,
I saw
right.
that.
So you know he gets engaged. So he probably had a whole bachelor party down there, something crazy. I don't know. You know, so he was out there sleep playing. You know how them players do.
Well,
Hey man.
Los, let me find out you Hurst agent because you got his back. You giving us some
I know.
intel right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, I'm a Hurst fan. Any cat that can lead lead Alabama to the national championship, then lose his job and go back and compete for the Heisman. Hey, that's a bad dude, man.
That's a bad dude.
I'm a Hurst guy too. I've
Yeah,
all
Yeah.
I admired the way he handled getting benched, and then by Alabama, and then when Tua got hurt, we'll talk about him later. But when he got hurt, he came in and was ready to play and led him. So I've been a fan of his since then. And then when he went to Oklahoma, so I'm not a quote Eagles fan, but I do root for Hurts,
Oh, yeah.
except when he playing the Niners. But I just think he's a solid dude. That's why I like him.
Yeah.
It seems that way.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good stand-up dude, man. I give him props for that. I wish no Captain was on this episode because the next game we talking about is the Steelers and the Falcons. Kirk Cousins' debut. You know what I mean?
And don't the Falcons play the Eagles next?
Eagles, and then Kansas City after that.
What did the Falcons piss off? What was this schedule?
Hey, so we got that. Me and Nono got that.
I mean, you think I'm going to dinner with you because you could be out to get paid from no capping for like the next 2 weeks.
Look, the last 7 years we've been doing this bet. $50. It's $25 on each game. If both teams win or both teams lose, we break even. If one team win, the other team lose, you got to pay the person $50. So Atlanta lost, Niners won. That's $50. We was on air last time he was on the show. He brought up the bet. I was like, "Well, dude, I ain't think you want to do it." He said he want to do it. No problem. He called me Sunday. The bet's still on. I'm like, "Yeah, we already said the bet's on." And our rule is you gotta pay by the close of business day of the football game. No, he didn't pay me until Monday around 6:30. So I called to check on him. I'm like, "Yo, you okay?" You know what I mean? I know what happened last year. You paid me like $500 last year. You know what I mean? So I don't want you to be over here taking shoe strings out your shoes from the commit suicide. You know what I mean? Then he said his wife called him. "You didn't make that bet with C again." He's like, "Yeah, I did." He said she was just sick of the head.
Oh wow.
So he looked bad. Yeah, the wife talking about it. So yeah, man.
Man.
But $180 million, and you paid dude 180 guaranteed. You went 16 and 26.
Who Cousins? You talking about?
Cousins, a touchdown, 2 interceptions, and a fumble. Kyle Pitts had 3 catches for 26 yards. Ray McLeod had 4 catches for 52 yards. Robinson ran the ball pretty good, 18 and 68. Justin Fields, 17 and 23, 156. Najee Harris, 20 carries, 70 yards. Fields had 14 carries, 57 yards. Pickens had 6 receiving catches, 85 yards. That was pretty much the offense. 6 field goals. They won by 6 field goals.
6 field goals.
6 field goals. What's your thought on that right there, Dre from the Bay?
I thought that Atlanta was going to be a little bit better this year, and I'm a holdout hope. I don't know if I want to say hope because I care less about the Falcons, but I'm gonna believe that they are going to improve. It's just the problem is this schedule is. I mean, Pittsburgh was their easy game. Now that Philly isn't that Monday night.
Monday night in Philly.
Monday night
in Philly. Oh, that may be a CSI episode right there, you know. And then you got Kansas City, and where's that at? Here in Atlanta?
I think I want to say Kansas City, but let me double check. How long?
It's in.
I
No,
hate to be
it's
the
in
one.
it's in
It's here.
Atlanta.
It's here.
Hey.
It's
It's
a
a
Sunday
Sunday
night.
game.
You know,
Ooh.
and it's
Hey.
gonna be Chiefs fans thick, in Mercedes.
Ooh,
It's,
okay.
hey, let's really look at Atlanta. We got to be honest with ourselves. Vic ain't coming back, and it don't look good for Atlanta this season. I hope they get one. I hope they're not sitting with us with the Carolina Panthers last season, because hey, they not looking good. Yeah,
Not at all.
that game. First off, we looking at they played Fields, and he was great. He's a great player and all, but
That's
they
right.
had to go with the backup, and then you saying they didn't even get to the end zone, and they still won by 8 points.
Yep.
That's crazy.
But
So
And this is after you just
courtesy of
played.
Cousins.
But you know what though? I hate to say this because I like when Atlanta wins because the city is better. But
Yeah.
you pay a quarterback coming off an Achilles injury that kind of
35
money,
years old. Mm-hmm.
35 years old, and then you turn around and draft a quarterback with your top pick.
I mean,
Don't make any sense.
One of your top picks.
no sense.
No sense whatsoever. So you get what you ask for.
mhm.
Let me break something else down to y'all. I forgot. Then week 4 they got the Saints. Week 5 they got Tampa Bay.
They might be 0-5.
0-5. It might be 0-5.
They might be 0-5.
I'm looking at their schedule. They got at least 10 losses on that schedule.
Mm.
I mean, because are they better than the Buccaneers or the Saints?
Nah.
Well, that's 4 games.
Mm.
That's their
Well, they-
division. They play both of them twice, and I don't think they're better than either one of them.
Yeah.
The only thing that's gonna save them,
It's the
Los,
Panthers.
ain't that your team, the Panthers?
Yeah,
Week 6.
yeah.
Yeah, week 6.
Hey. We
They got y'all
we in a
circled.
we in a rebuilding process.
they like that's our one right
Hey.
here.
Hey, that's the Panthers bowl game right there. We coming.
Week 6, October 13th. That's what they like. That may be their first win because, like he just said, they got the Eagles, Chiefs, Saints, Buccaneers, then the Panthers. They could easily be 0-5.
Now I would say this. Only way they beat the Panthers is if we get a win before then. But if we get a win before then the NFL guys will weigh in and give them a W. But if we don't have a win before then, I guarantee a Panther victory against the Falcons.
I might need to put some money on that one. I might need to put a little something on that one. Either way.
Don't pro football though. To having to buy a football.
Let's see. Y'all got the Chargers, Raiders, Bengals, Bears. You could have a win before that. I mean, the Raiders.
Nah. Atlanta. The Panthers ain't got no
offensive line. It's like you said about Atlanta though, man. Everybody circling the Panthers on the schedule this year.
Right.
Hey, we are going to win. So hey,
a game.
Keep hope alive, man. Keep hope alive.
Yeah. I'm circling if we win this Bengals game because I think that's where our W is. If we win this Bengals game, then we look Atlanta got an ounce of chance of getting in on us because we're gonna pick up. Yeah, I think we'll get in on the Bengals. That's just my opinion.
Man, look, I don't see that. Steve Wonder don't see that one. Look, Los, that ain't gonna happen. Cincinnati, no, come on, Los.
Hey,
I had to get a little bit closer to the screen when he said the Bengals.
Yeah. But look, man, we're gonna get to the Panthers in a minute, man. I'm gonna go over some scores real quick. We had Buffalo Bills beat the Cardinals 34-28. You got the Bears beating the Titans 24-17. Williams didn't look good at all. He had 14-29, 93 yards, not even 100 yards passing. That's I think they should have kept Fields. You know what I mean? But that was my thoughts. What I said about last year. Oh, back to the Cardinals. My fault. Marvin Harrison only had 1 catch, 4 yards, 3 times.
I heard he already got his lips hanging too.
Yep. Yeah. And he and Murray saying it ain't his it ain't his job to force feed him. I was like, okay. Yeah, they already got beef in that in Arizona already.
Right.
One of the most exciting games on Sunday was Houston against the Colts.
That's
29-27. Stroud had 24-32, 234, 2 touchdowns. Marvin Mixon had 30 carries, 159 yards, a touchdown. Collins had 6 catches, 117. Diggs had 6 catches, 33 yards, 2 touchdowns. Richardson, he throwing the football the whole field. He went 9-19, 212, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Then he had 6 carries, 56 yards, 1 touchdown. Taylor had 16 carries, 48 yards. Alex Pierce had 3 catches, 125, a touchdown. That went down to the wire. What's your thoughts on that one? Bama Rays, what you got on that one, man? Houston and the Colts.
I'm still loving Houston right now. I like the coach. I like the quarterback. I like everything about Houston right now. I would kind of think that with it being week 1, that's why the Colts put those numbers up. I just don't have faith in the Colts right now. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, Richardson looked pretty good in that game, but I don't think that's gonna be what it. I don't think he's gonna get it done for him.
Yeah, I don't trust Taylor. I don't think Taylor can stay healthy. He had 16 touches, 48 yards. He should getting a lot more than that. They got a nice little defense though. They defense.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But as long as Houston can get that kind of production, 159 yards from Mixon out of the backfield,
what was
that's gonna be
Cincinnati
all right.
thinking about? Yeah. Dre from the Bay.
Bama just nailed that one. I said when they picked up Mixon, that was their missing link. I thought that they were already right there on the cusp of being really good. They won a playoff game, shocked Cleveland, and then all they need was a first what do you call it? A go-to running back. A solid number 1, because I think they had Singletary last year. He's a nice change of pace back. Backup, come in, but he's not an every down back. That's what I'm talking about. An every down back, like we were talking about with Barkley. Mixon's an every down back, and he can catch out the backfield. Yeah. And so I like you're right. I don't know what Cincinnati was thinking about, because look at him right now. You already missing him, and because your offense, when you have a solid running back that can take pressure off and get you yards, it changes the game. So I'm still down with Houston for sure. I want to see. I got to see their schedule. I want to see who they play next. I think it's not somebody that's. I don't think it's anybody.
They got Chicago.
Yeah,
they got Chicago.
Yeah, they're gonna probably put some boots.
Sunday night.
Sunday night. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah. So. I think that, and then Indianapolis, we'll see. The jury's still out on Richardson. I agree on Taylor that he's got to show he can stay healthy. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm the Texans are my dark horse to make the AFC Championship for sure.
Los Diggy, what you got, man?
I have to say I agree with y'all about Houston, but I disagree about Indianapolis. I think what you see in Indianapolis, they got a squad, and this is this gonna pan out over the season. If they can keep their team healthy, they're gonna be one of the ones. They're gonna be in the fight at the end for a playoff spot and getting a little distance in the playoffs. So don't I wouldn't write Indianapolis off. But you what you just seen is Houston picking up where they left off last season, and like you said, they pick up Mixon. Oh man, they if you sleep on them, you're gonna mess around and get an L. They got a squad. But I look at both those teams as this was a great game, and this was two teams that met in the season too early. If somebody had to walk away with an L, unfortunately, that was Indianapolis. Quarterbacks had great performances. Richardson, he performed better than what was expected. And then you have have a breakout with Pierce, 125 yards receiving yards. That's notable right there. So you see two good squads butted heads. This reminds me of the matchup with Baltimore and Kansas City. Two good squads butted heads early in the season. So I'm gonna look at see who these two teams beat up along the way before they really show their character.
They play again the end of October.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and that's gonna be in Houston.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I agree. I want to see that too.
All right. I think everybody on the same page on that one. Two young teams, but Houston, hey.
Yeah, they picking up where they left off, man.
Man. They don't know no better, man. They out here. They talent at all positions, man. You know, they might be making some noise in the AFC. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely will.
The Fins beat the Jaguars 20-17. I really ain't on. It was get past that one. The Saints beat the Panthers 47-10. The Vikings beat the Giants 28-6. The Chargers beat the Raiders 22-10. Seahawks beat the Broncos.
See, hold on, man. Hold on. We can't go past Miami. Your boy got arrested before the game, man.
I see y'all want to talk about it. Let's talk about it then, man.
Your boy got arrested before the game.
I seen the video, man, and I think he was being rude to the officer with the window situation. You know, when you get pulled over, put the window down. No, he had the window up. Tapping on the window. Then he's like, I'm tapping my window like that. Then he give him information. Then he rolled the window back up. I'm like, come on, man. You trying to survive to make another day, man. You know what I mean? The officer should have kept his cool at the same time, but he felt disrespected. But Tyreek knows better than that, man. He's already a black man in America. We gotta play by different rules.
But y'all on Tyreek, man. I watched Tyreek in an interview a few years ago when he was playing for Kansas City. And he was like, "Oh, I'm a family man. I'm about my kids. I just drive a minivan." So this dude, I remember the interview because I was like, "Oh, that's pretty awesome." Now I see my man. He pushing. What was that? A Ferrari with the doors up? In Miami. He done switched it up, and then he on his Nick Cannon. So I'm like, where was you coming from? Yeah, you know.
I was about to say when you said he's a family man, he's a family's man.
Yeah. He got like 10 kids. Hey, where was you coming from, man? Where was you at? Why was you in a hurry anyway? What was you getting away from?
Well, but it's lucky that wasn't one of us. If it was one of us four, our family would be hiring Ben Crump right now. You know? Like, they didn't have to kill him. They didn't have to kill him. You know, because he was acting foul. You know, and look, I call it like I see it. I know there's police brutality, and the officer should be able to, but when you disrespectful to authority, that person in authority has the authority to to check you, and so and so we can't be going, oh, how they gonna do the brother like that? No, the brother, because you gotta handle certain situations, right? I know he thought, but this is one of those cases where that was kind of like, do you know who I am type of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't like, do you know who I am? Oh, I don't care what color you are, no, I know your blood is red just like everybody else, and so you need to act accordingly. So
Yeah.
but he still ended up, didn't he get 2 touches in that game?
He got
Yeah,
seven
He got 7
yards.
catches and a touchdown. Yeah, he showed up, showed out. Yeah,
Because
he did.
I was worried, because I thought I was going to have to make a last minute fantasy switch out on him, because I'm like, man, this brother playing or what? But
Well, he didn't do anything for you this week. That last
not a thing. Well, since we on that, brother, I don't know if I'm jumping the gun. You may be bringing this up for week 2. I mean, what's our thoughts on Tua, man?
I think Tua should step down.
Tua been hurt. He been hurt since that championship game at Alabama.
True.
Every time. Look, Tua's down 2 weeks. Tua's down. Even when he came in the league, and then Nick Saban sent him to the league and hid his medical record, in my opinion, because I believe he was seriously hurt, but they didn't show it. When he went through the combine. Did he even do the combine?
I can't remember.
I don't even remember
that. If
the
NFL,
they're gonna do
that year that when he got hurt. Isn't that the year we were talking about? Hurts came in and
yeah. So here's the thing, though. We know the NFL is not for long. They ain't gonna keep playing that game with him for long. So he gonna have to. That's one thing about the NFL. They about the bottom line. So he's gonna have to put up or shut up.
Well, you can't hardly
though. Didn't he get 167 guaranteed?
Yeah.
Hey,
is it guaranteed?
Yeah, that's Miami's problem.
Yeah.
Miami about to have a bad team for the next decade.
Yeah, I just think he needs to take a serious look and say, because he's getting like that hit on the other night wasn't that big a hit for your brains to be scrambled like his was again. I just think he's getting them too easily at a young age. He 27 years old, maybe? 28, 27, 28.
Yeah,
he ain't 30.
I think he's already. I think he's a little more hurt than it's been exposed, and I think that he is. Like I said, if I was the owner, I give him old Bobby Boucher speech. Get your ass up. We got to win tomorrow. So we need him in the game, but. If like I said, if he steps down or they give him that 157 million guaranteed, that's the salary cap that's gonna cap their salary for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And anytime your brain hitting your skull, it needs time to heal, and he's constantly banging that, you know what I mean? And you got the finger things going on. He loses.
Yeah, what's up with that? That's the second time he's had that where his
brain is losing control. You know what I mean? He's losing his muscle. You know what I mean? That right there. Scary.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
What he has is he has lesions on the brain from the concussions. So the bruises on his brain, and when you get that, he's like one hit away from drooling and drinking his dinner, man. That's right. That's the reality.
Which is why I say he needs to call it a career to think about his long-term future. Yeah. Because you don't want to be, because you saying he's one hit away. Well, this the NFL, and like you said, not for
Yeah,
long.
not for long.
That
Yeah.
one hit is next week. You
Yeah.
know,
Right around the corner.
because ain't nobody gonna be easing up on him like, oh, well, that's Tua.
Yeah.
He's nah. They coming for him. So
He gonna be
I'm
like,
just thinking about the young man for his well-being for the rest of his life. And I
you
just
don't want to be
know.
like LT on any given Sunday, laid out on the stretcher talking about, did I get my $1 million?
Did I get my bonus? Don't drop me. I'm worth $1 million.
$1 million.
He said he give it Sunday.
But at the same time, if you tour though, when you're dealing with these injuries, you're injury prone. Don't do any more interviews where you talk about your former coach and say he was mean to me. We are in the NFL. My coach was mean to me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He told me the truth. He told
Talking about Flores, yeah.
He hurt his feelings.
He hurt my feelings. Called him soft. Well, hey.
It's just like that. Your boy that played for Duke at basketball, Chicago drafted first round pick, Jay Williams.
Jay Williams.
Jay Williams.
He got in that motorcycle accident and messed up his knee.
Yep.
Career was over.
Career's over. Done.
It is what it is, man. You made it to the league. You made some money. Retire, man. You want to be able to watch your kids grow up and all this and that.
Yeah, and Tua done made way more money than Jay Williams made.
Right.
A whole lot more money.
Yeah, so I think you need to move on, man. Just call it quits, man.
Yeah.
I won't be mad at you. Nobody won't. This is your life.
It's his life, man. This dude is 28, 20. He got the rest of his life to live. And you don't want to be living it with your brain scrambled, I mean, look, that's what Steve Young. I mean, now he was already had a full career, but that's why Steve Young shut it down. He was getting them back-to-back concussions, and he was like, now it was easy for him. He was going straight to the Hall of Fame, but and he had made his money and won Super Bowl and stuff. But still, that those concussions will take you out if you getting them consistently.
Yeah. You don't know what the hell going on in the house that they ain't talk about. He might be flipping out in the middle of the night. You know.
Right.
Yeah. Then you got the kids in the car. You got to drive. You can black out. You know what I mean? It's risky taking. You know what I mean? So
no.
Yeah. To the next game, I think it's real disappointing. Cowboys Cleveland, man, 33-17. I was calling Cowboy fans. I was trying to get a bet. I'm glad they didn't answer the phone or take my bet because
you'd have been.
Yeah, your boy Watson ain't been right since he quit getting his damn massages. Let the man get a damn massage so he can play. Because this now,
he don't need no massage. See, he got. Hey,
his game been right. Ever since they locked him down from the massages, his game been right. Am I right though? Think about it.
I read an article.
That's true.
AC. He I read an article. That girl coming back for that money, man. She coming again. So
again, I saw that too.
Yeah. She was like, "How much was that contract he just signed again?" Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, then she was like, "Oh, no."
Man, he went 25 of 45, 169 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. Dak 19-32, 179, 1 touchdown. Elliott had 10 carries, 40 yards, touchdown. Lamb had 5 catches, 61 yards. Cooks had 4 receptions, 40 yards, and touchdown. Dallas didn't really beat Cleveland. Cleveland beat themselves. Yeah, then the offensive line was banged up. Dallas ain't really doing nothing spectacular. It was just Cleveland. They defense is nice, but the offense, man, it was embarrassing to me, man. What's your thoughts on it, man? I'm gonna pass you, Los.
Man, I'm just tell these cow days or thems. I'm tell them, hey, don't get excited. Don't act like you about to go get a chip. You still, Dak is still doing the same thing he did last year. If you just read off Deshaun numbers, hey, Dak went 19 for 32. Not impressed. Only had 179 yards. Not impressed. The only thing that he got that Deshaun beat him out in is INTs, and that just happened by default because I think Cleveland defense decided to pack their stuff up and go on into the tunnel. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying this game right here. is the opposite of all the other ones. Like it was too early. I'm surprised. They better be glad those articles came out because I think that was really in your man Watson head because he didn't play. He didn't play, and then Dak just picked up where he left off. So somehow I think every quarterback that you can't explain why Dallas is paying is related to Jerry Jones. I ain't figured out how Dak related to Jerry Jones yet, but he related some way, somehow. He is kind of light skinned.
Say kinda, huh?
And he did sign that big contract right for the game, so he should have been out there slinging that rock then, you know what I mean?
Right.
Bama Ray, what you think, man?
Man, the Cowboys, as he said, they are who we think they are. Dak Prescott is the same quarterback he's always been. In a big game, he'll choke. Deshaun Watson, I hope he'll get better as the year progresses because I think he was a pretty good quarterback. But then again, I say what you say. They probably need to hire some masseuse on that staff, and he'll put up all-star numbers again. Yep. All pro numbers. Hey, remember when our president had somebody in the White House? He balanced the budget. When the last time we see the balanced budget?
Right.
Put some masseuse on the staff.
A private trail for him. They ain't got to be in the building.
Going back to
I set up for him.
Monica Lewinsky is.
Hey, that's the last time we had a balanced budget. If that's what you get, put that masseuse on the staff.
Yep.
Cleveland will make the
playoffs. What's your thoughts on the Drake for the Bay?
I'm with everybody else on these cow. You know how I feel about the cow chickens, so cow girls. So I ain't getting. I don't get. This is what they always do. This is they start off the season. They look good. The Browns were disappointing. Now my Cleveland folks are already in full panic mode. They already saying Deshaun done lost the team. They don't want to play for him and stuff. And but I don't know. I agree. He got what, 300 mil or something like that. I mean, he got serious money. But Cowboys, I'm looking at their schedule. We gonna know in a couple weeks because come next Sunday they got Baltimore coming to town, and so let's see. They got Baltimore, and then in October they got the Lions in now both of those are at home, but I want to they got the Saints tomorrow, and then Baltimore next week. So I want to see I want to see these next couple games. I definitely want to see them next week against Baltimore. And then if they beat Baltimore, now it is in Dallas because, what were they, undefeated in Dallas last year until Cleveland went there and beat them? Not Cleveland. Who? Green Bay. That's who they lost to in the playoffs? Green Bay. Green Bay beat them in Dallas. But, because who's they starting running back? That's what I want to know.
Well, from my last year or right now?
Right now.
Kurt Franklin was going to start, but they got Elliott back over there. But they got Elliott back over there starting.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to think. Who is you calling Kurt Franklin? Who's Elliott?
Nah, they had a meme out in the summertime that he was trying out for the football team because they had no running backs. They had him. Now they got Ezekiel over there. Then they got your boy from Florida State that signed.
That's it. Cook, not Cook.
Yeah, it's
Dalvin Cook. Yeah. Okay, I knew they had. I don't think he played last week though.
Nah.
Okay. But Zeke did go 10 for 40.
Huh? Yeah, and a touchdown.
He did go 10 for 40 and a touchdown.
Zeke. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He looked pretty good. He looked like he got some the legs back, but that was only week 1, so
Week 1.
Yeah, he got a long way to go. But look, the Bucks, Baker Mayfield looked like damn MVP against Washington. 24-30, 289 and 4 touchdowns. He was slinging the rock. Yeah, it is against Washington. Godwin had 8 catches, 83 yards, a touchdown. Evans had 5 catches, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns. Daniels was 17 to 24, 184. He had 16 carries, 88 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Robinson had 12 carries, 40 yards, a touchdown. And Eckler had 2 carries, 10 yards. I don't understand why. Eckler. Yeah, I don't know why they're not running the ball. They got two-headed running backs over there, but they're letting Daniels run, and he's a little dude. I don't think that's going to last too long. But I'm going to pass it to you, Dre from the Bay. Is Baker the real deal, Holyfield? Or is this just...
He is, depending on who he's playing. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing about it, you just named off, he's got a lot of weapons, with Godwin and Evans, and you got White in the backfield now, who's solid running back for him. I mean, Baker, let's remember the last time that the Browns went to the playoffs and won a playoff game, Baker was the quarterback. So, true. I mean, you put the talent around him, he can get the job done. I just don't know how far I think there's a ceiling to him. I think he can get you to the playoffs, but I don't know as you go up levels, is he that guy to get you to the Super Bowl? And I don't think that he is. But I thought it was a good win for him, good stats, and I think he is real deal. He's a solid NFL starting quarterback. I don't know where you'd rank him. He's in the top 20, maybe top 15 if I had to look and see who's in there. But yeah,
I say top 20. That's reachable.
Yeah.
What you got, Los?
We talking about Cleveland still?
Nah, we talking about the Bucks against Washington.
Baker Mayfield.
Mayfield.
Oh.
You still on the
my bad.
You still on the massage,
he over there Googling massage parlors in Cleveland and stuff. See if he can give your boy some recommendations.
Right.
See, y'all throw me off completely now. hey, listen. This new quarterback for the Commanders. He give me them RG3.
Oh no.
And I'm just saying he gonna get when they get the tape, it's over. These guys, only one of them that I see that's been a running quarterback is Lamar Jackson. He been able to, but he has a balance. You can't get the tape on him. He's the joystick. You can't get the tape on him. But when they get the tape on you, they're gonna shut him down, and it's not gonna be pretty. It may be career ending, but he better learn that drop back game and be able to become a gunslinger. Because when they get the tape on it won't be no more 88 yards, 100-yard games running, and then 200 yards passing. Because them defensive coordinators, they get tired of that. So, but all in all, I think Tampa Bay, they were pretty solid. They're pretty solid. They're gonna be a hard team to beat. They actually are better than what they looked in this game. I think that's just my opinion.
Yeah, they're a playoff team from last year too. So you know they bring the whole band back together. So yeah, they could be a threat. Bama Rays, what's your thoughts on it, my man?
I think Tampa Bay will come out of their division. But when you look at the Commanders, I think you're setting up Jaden Daniels just like you did RG3.
Wow.
You keep him coming out of that backfield running the ball, he won't make it past the season.
Yeah. Buck 70. So
Buck 70.
Who's the head coach?
Oh man, who is the head coach over there?
The defensive coordinator from the Cowboys last year used to be Seattle defensive
Dan
coordinator.
Quinn. Dan Quinn.
Dan
Yeah.
Quinn,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
right.
Gotcha.
That's right.
Okay. Gotcha.
That's right. And see, he's gonna be without a quarterback if he keeps letting him run out that backfield like that.
For
It
sure.
Yeah.
worked. It worked week one, and it's like Lo said. Once they get to see the tape,
How big is he?
about
Like,
170,
170.
yeah, he a little
180.
dude.
Like,
He
he's a
like,
What?
little dude.
yeah, he
He ain't
like.
no, yeah, he ain't
Oh,
no,
man.
he ain't
He
no big
ain't
Cam
Cam.
Newton coming
I
out.
was gonna
Nah,
say he ain't
he ain't
Cam.
no.
Nah, he.
No.
You see what it did to Cam. You see what it did to Cam. Cam. They once they got the tape. Hey, if Cam wasn't as big as he was, he wouldn't have lasted as long as he did.
Right. Right.
See, Cam 250. You know,
Yeah,
you got 250 running the ball is different from 170. He get touched one time. Hey.
And them D tackles like to fall on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Start breaking bones.
Yeah,
they got him.
yeah.
They got him listed at 210, 6'4", 210. That's
Man,
a
that
small
joke.
quarterback though. He ain't
Yeah.
210, I don't think.
Nah. He ain't no 210.
He,
That
hey,
joker.
he too thin. He looked like CD Lamb coming out of there.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. But
He about the same size as the Panthers quarterback, body wise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they got the same
Yeah.
build.
Yep. Little
But-
Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, but he quick. He lightning quick, but once you get cornered, them D tackles and defensive end, they quicker than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Whew. Once they get that tape and they take away the running option, I mean it's gonna be a tough season. Is it because you coming out of that you coming through one of them gaps and you talking about these guys are 240, 260 and they running 4.2s. They off the ball. So it's only gonna be a matter of time before they like, hey, we're gonna leave one home for him. We're gonna have a spy on him, and then he can cancel any running out of that backfield. It's gonna be a bad day.
To look,
Who we
this
looking
game
at
right
now?
here, I was torn between this game because I don't like the Rams. I don't like Detroit, so I didn't care who win it. So I had to go with my fantasy. I needed Cooper Kupp to get me some points. I was playing Kurt Murder. Kurt Murder had Puka. He had the Lions kicker, and he had was it Williams? Well, regardless, Puka got hurt, and Cooper Kupp took over. Cooper Kupp had 14 catches, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. Stafford went 34, 49, 317, touchdown, interception. Goff 18, 28, 217, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Montgomery, I had him also. Montgomery had 17 carries, 91 yards. He took over in overtime to win the game and had a touchdown. Gibbs had 11 carries, 40 yards. Williams had 5 catches, 121 yards receiving, a touchdown. One of Alabama finest. Hey,
yes, sir. Coming out that backfield. No, that ain't him coming out the backfield.
that's wide receiver.
That's a wide receiver. That's a wide receiver. That's right.
Yeah. So they won.
People ask me a lot of times, do you pull for wherever Alabama players go? I told them if I did, I'll be pulling for every team in the NFL.
I think Williams was a backup receiver, wasn't
he? He was.
Matter of fact, he got hurt in the bowl game 2 years ago
when they lost to Georgia.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we lost to Georgia.
Because he was a monster.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason we lost to Georgia.
Well, I don't think we got any Alabama players on our team. What do you think, Dre? I think we had some before. We ain't got no players from Alabama in our squad right now.
No, I think you do. Where's Trent Williams?
No, Trent Williams, Oklahoma.
Yeah, he ain't from Alabama. Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about with Trent Williams. They ain't no credit.
I got him confused. I got him confused with Jalen Hurts. That's my bad.
Jalen Hurts.
Lois, what's your thoughts on that one, Lois? That Lions Rams while they look up that 26-20 victory.
Oh, Lions Rams. Hey, you said it. Hey, Rams. That Rams squad. The problem with the Rams is gonna be Stafford. That's the problem with the Rams. He's typical quarterback, but he just average, and that's gonna be killing. You got it. Hey, he got Cooper Cup. He got an all-star receiver right there. You just got to put it there, and that's gonna be the issue with him all season long. That Stafford is gonna be that dude running to the sideline, crying, talking about what the refs ain't catching and all that other stuff. They don't have no running game. That's just what it is for LA. They just got to do some building, man. They had a good game, but they're not going to be. I see their performance over time getting a little worse. So.
Hey, look, man. Stafford was balling. I don't know what you talking about.
I thought he won a Super Bowl.
Yes.
I don't like him, man. I just don't like him.
You're gonna like him in a gold jacket because he's probably going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
You think Stafford's going to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at his career, I mean, if you think about, he was on bad teams with Detroit, but I think he's, I mean, he was, and he still put up numbers. I know because I used to draft him every year in the fantasy league because he put up numbers because they was always losing, so they kept throwing. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if Stafford's their problem. I mean, I think, and they got a running game. I mean, you got Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams is not, and you got your rookie from Michigan, Corum. Yeah. I don't know if I agree with your Rams assessment. You must not just like the Rams, and I don't either. I'm a Niner fan.
I'm just looking at what I see. And you like you said that Stafford he played in the Super Bowl. He put up solid numbers, but it's like he got time in. You're gonna get the numbers you got time in. But what I'm looking at, just you look at the weaknesses on the field. You're gonna have a weak area. You weak with your quarterback. You're weak with your running game, or you don't have a receiving core, and then you don't have an offensive line. He got an offensive line. He got a good receiving core. Don't have a running game, but hey, that's part of the weakness of the team. And you got a halfway solid defense. So you got a player. He's almost. I mean, he's Dak Prescott. You get me? He's the anti-Dak. He's not the you can line him and Dak up beside each other, and it's like, oh, he had a good year. Look at his numbers. His numbers is good. Yeah. Hey. All right.
With the exception that Dak Prescott hasn't won a playoff game, and this guy has won a Super Bowl. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it just sounds to me like you're just not a Stafford fan.
That's what.
You're not looking at it objectively. You're just saying I don't really like Stafford. So, because if you look at it, I mean, remember they made the playoffs and he missed half the season.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, and had he not got hurt,
speaking of hurt, they gonna make a call. They still ain't made a call whether he gonna play this week. So
who, Stafford?
Stafford may be out for a hamstring injury this week.
I know what you call it. The receiver's out, isn't he?
Puka.
Puka, isn't he out?
Yeah, he's out for like 6 weeks.
Ooh.
Yeah, he out. Yeah, and then
hurt?
He's hurt.
Okay.
Bama Rays, what you got, man? What do you think about Stafford? Because I know you're a Bama fan, and Stafford from Georgia. So, you know what I mean?
I didn't like him at Georgia. But he, I look at him. The thing I can't understand about anybody that plays the Rams, when I watch the Rams play, how is it that Cooper Kupp of all receivers, they talk about his route running ability, but how is it that he's wide open every week?
Hey, dude, smooth, man.
He's smooth, but come on now.
He
This
got that
man
oil
wide
on him,
open
man.
every.
I watch him play. He got that oil on him, man. You right. It's unexpected. You look up, here he is, the ball.
Right.
Calling him out, and he gonna get you about 5, maybe 10 yards every
Yep.
time he touch.
Every
That
time
catch
he
he had on
touches
the
the ball.
sideline. That catch on the sideline he had, I'm like, did he catch that? Toe tap.
Hey, I'm gonna stop tiptoeing around it. I'm like, is that a white boy? You know, that's
Cooper. Hey, he's a problem for us. I hate playing against him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We play him twice a year, and he get big catches against us. Now they got Puka. You know what I mean? And he ain't going down on one tackle. You got to gang tackle him. I'm glad he's hurt right now.
Yeah,
so we play them next. Yeah, we play them next week in LA. So, but I think without Stafford, the Rams ain't the same team. You know, Aaron McDonald, he retired last year. That hurt their defense. They pass rush, but their offense goes around Stafford. Without Stafford, their offense ain't Jack Diddley, and Williams run the ball. They got to run the game low, so I don't know what you've been looking at, but yeah, their offense is the real deal Holyfield. They just gotta stop somebody. That's the problem. And Detroit.
I don't like Stafford.
Detroit.
Oh, really?
Figure that.
I'm with you because if you look at Stafford, what did the Lions and the Chargers do? They just swapped quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Lions in the playoffs competing for the NFC Championship.
And Stafford won the championship.
Ship already.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, he's doing it. He did it.
I mean, that goes against your point. The same year they swapped. Stafford won the championship. Detroit didn't win nothing.
Right. The same year they swapped, he won.
But you look at what he had when he swapped though. If you put the receiving core of the LA Rams and Kurt Warner. You remember that? I mean, you gave him every weapon he needed with the Chargers.
But your point, but see, okay, but Goff had them same players.
And they ain't do nothing with it.
And he went to you just said they just swapped. Well, one guy didn't make the playoff. The next guy went to the Super Bowl and won. So y'all just don't like Stafford, and I get
that whole right side here don't like Stafford.
Yeah, I don't like Stafford.
Let's go back to this. Hold on.
You messed around and got 2 Niner fans defending the Rams.
I think that's some West Coast business, though. I think that's West Coast business. Some West Coast business. Now, I'm just saying we talking about he got a chip. No denying about that. He got a chip. But he that Super Bowl they won, that's a COVID bowl. Asterisk beside it. And then secondly, I call it the COVID bowl.
Okay.
So and then they played Cincinnati. I'm just throwing it out there. I still don't like the dude. Y'all right. He's got the numbers, but I don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, and I can, if that's, you can say, if that's your thing, it's like, I just don't. I mean, there's a lot of players that are good that I don't like, but I have to still say, let me ask you this: Would you take him on the Carolina Panthers?
Right now, we
take me,
applications. We taking We'll take your application if you put it in
there. All right, man. Well, we're gonna agree to disagree that y'all don't like Stafford. You know what I mean? That's what's going on over there. The last game, the 49ers Jets. Now, day of the game, they announced, an hour or so before the game, 2 hours before the game, that CMC's not playing. Oh, everybody's calling, texting, oh, the Niners gonna lose. I was taking bets left and right. But, we deep, in case y'all didn't know. We deep at all positions. And, it wasn't even close. Dre from the Bay, 32-19. What's your thoughts on it, man?
Well, you know what? Well, first of all, I think I
Hold on, Dre. Let me give you stats. My fault. I apologize. Purdy, 19-29, 231. Mason, 28 carries, 147, a touchdown. Debo, 8 carries, 23 yards, a touchdown. Jennings, 5 catches, 64 yards. Debo, 5 catches, 54 yards. Brandon Ayuk, 2 catches, 28 yards, about 7 drops, and he was out of breath. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Dre. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I think I text you when his eyes said, "Don't worry, Mason got this," because I like Mason for the last couple years. He out of Georgia Tech, and I figured he would. I didn't think he would go for $140. I didn't say that, but I thought he'd be able to hold it down. When you look at that game, it should have been 52-7. I mean, that game wasn't as close as the score. I mean, the Niners was living the red zone. They just couldn't convert. Ayuk dropped a ball that was dropped like right. Purdy dropped that sucker right. You couldn't have handed it to him, and he dropped it. So for a first game, I was happy with it. I thought that they played well. I thought that I was getting tired. I had to turn the sound down because I was getting tired of the Aaron Rodgers love fest. Now, if you want to talk you talking about Stafford. To me, Aaron Rodgers is overrated. He got one ring. He got the same ring. He got the same rings as Stafford. Okay, same rings.
That's the double checker now. That's the double checker. You got to break his arm in order to stop it.
But I thought that the Niners looked good. I thought that they I give that game a B- because they left a lot on the table. So, but yeah, and the Jets, Sailor, he may have another year left, and if they don't do something, I don't give him more than another 2 years.
I think
gonna be the scapegoat.
All right, let me say this, and I love y'all, brothers. I love you, but I'm just say this right now. We got 2 people here. I don't care what we talking about. Your analysis is gonna be jaded. It's gonna be unfair.
True.
Just so now that we got that out the way, let me say this. Y'all, San Fran, and this tough love right here. Y'all played the Jets. Let's y'all played the Jets now. Y'all played the Jets now. We talking about the Carolina Panthers 3 years ago. Y'all played the Jets now they get Aaron Rodgers. Now, all respect to a true future Hall of Famer. You're right. He only got one ring, but he took the job from a Hall of Famer. Took the job. He earned a spot, and then he got traded to the Jets, which tells me, hey, it's time to put a fork in him. He might be done. But y'all play the Jets now. Y'all gonna have to get ready, because I said this and I was like, I got beat up about it. I was like, and I'm going a little bit of fantasy, because I was critical of CMC, y'all beloved McCaffrey, and I was critical of him, and I got beat up bad about it, But remember, he played for Carolina, and I can. All his whole career at Carolina, I guarantee you, he was sitting at home 3 games for injury or just something. So y'all gonna have to before the trade deadline, y'all better get a running back in there, or go ahead and give a man a tip that just he had a hell of a game. That's why y'all won that game. That backup running back had a hell of a game. He made the difference. Now, y'all got in the red zone. Y'all were playing the Jets. Like you said, this score should have been ran up on them. Should look like.
I thought the Jets had one of the top defenses.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
They do. They got a top 5 defense.
Hey, y'all know what this is. This the NFL. I don't want to remind you no more. Not for long.
Not for long.
If they keep letting scores run up on like they won't be top defense by week 4. They won't be top defense then.
They went up and one of the best offense in the NFL. So
Yeah, I mean, you
my
acting like the
God.
49ers. I was just in the Super Bowl.
Oh wow!
They've been in the I mean, you acting.
Hey,
You're saying it was the Jets.
Y'all,
you're saying, you acting like they gave up 32 points to the Browns.
Y'all acting like y'all didn't have y'all had CMC playing.
No, hey, that's a bad.
That's the point.
Hey, Dre. Hey, Dre.
And we still should have scored 50.
That's a bad analogy, Dre. Now, if the Jets are going against Carolina, and Carolina put up 32 points, then we can say something about it. But you're playing against the 49ers. That's 2 different offenses, baby. You know what I mean? The Jets got a nice defense. They're going to win some games. They just came up against a powerhouse. That's all it was. You know what I mean? Wow. So if we had CMC, it'd have been 50. It'd have been a 50 burger.
It should have been 50 without him.
Wow. It should have been 50 without him. Exactly.
Hey, Gamma Ray, man. Hey, I can't win this argument. I went in. I got into a fight with a bear. I knew it was going to happen.
I mean, you can win.
A fight with a bear. So, hey,
y'all basically played the Jets with the equivalent of Danny White at quarterback. You remember him with the Cowboys?
Oh man! Wow.
Now, Bama Rays. Now you know that's before Sebo's time, man. You know
what? No, I know
Danny White.
Danny White.
Oh, okay.
You remember him, see?
Yeah. I'm 50, Andre. I ain't young.
Okay. I don't know why I thought you was in. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. I don't know why I had you at like early 40s. See, you look young.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man.
You still looking young and frisky.
But look,
I just don't think. I mean, the 49ers play the Jets. It is what it is. Y'all play the Jets and y'all beat the Jets. Huh?
Now everybody crapping on the Jets. Now, wasn't the Jets supposed to be? What? Wasn't the Jets all of a sudden predicted to be? Remember, that division is shaky after Buffalo.
Yeah.
Wasn't the Jets projected to be?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody been ranting and raving about Aaron Rodgers and stuff, and now after he gets a smackdown, it's just the Jets.
Yeah, it was always just the Jets.
This same quarterback that played 4 plays last year.
Yeah, he played. I think he played like a game last year and was out the rest of the season, torn a
four plays,
torn Achilles or something like that. Yeah, you said 4 plays. Yeah, I think he took 2 snaps.
He played 4 plays last year.
Dang, that's messed up.
So hold on, y'all blaming Aaron Rodgers. Y'all saying Aaron Rodgers' fault they lost the game? I just want to make sure I'm clear.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying y'all played the Jets. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all played the Jets.
So don't base nothing on that.
Don't base nothing on beating the Jets like that. Y'all got who? The Vikings this week?
Yeah, in Minnesota. Yeah, we go on the road. Without CMC.
Y'all got the Vikings this week.
Yeah. And CMC's not playing this week, and he won't play next week. We're not going to play him on that turf with the injury, so we're going to go on the road next 2 weeks. Minnesota and then LA.
So y'all not going to play him because y'all on turf?
With that calf injury, it's not good to play on turf when you're trying to heal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it can activate it. You know what I mean? So
okay.
Hey, Gamma Ray, what I said, you guarantee 3 games without him. Guaranteed.
We good. We good without him. You know what I mean? We want him healthy for that run in February. You know what I mean? That's what we banking on right now. Keep him healthy right now. Get him fresh legs in December and January. we going back. We going to New Orleans this year. That's where the Super Bowl's at, right? New Orleans, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we trying to
It's
go to
in
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans.
Yeah. So
It is in New Orleans, but you know how that goes. So we might. I think it's going to end up the Eagles. And again, I don't know a 49ers quarterback that wants to play that game.
Okay.
I don't know any Philadelphia DBs that want to guard Debo and CMC and all them come out the backfield. You know, last time we went to Philly, we banged some helmets, didn't we?
Had your security guard trying to make tackles and stuff.
Right, try to get on the game.
Hey man, everybody on the outside line want to see playing time.
Vito, what was his name? Dick Vito, big
somebody. What's his name?
Your head of security.
Y'all took him off the side. They take it off the sideline. Didn't they have him taken off the sideline after that game?
We didn't have him. The league did because he over there trying to
tackle them. Yeah, trying to fight Greenlaw.
Yeah, he was trying to fight Greenlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Greenlaw didn't want none of that.
nah, he didn't want none of that
Greenlaw. Now he may have called up some of his boys after that, you know.
Right.
The Gaguzzi brothers be coming after
Greenlaw came off. Greenlaw came off that sideline before he turned around and pointed back.
Well, the matchups we got this week, I don't really see no big matchups. You got the Raiders, the Ravens, you got the Browns, Jaguars, Jets, Titans, Chargers, Panthers, Seattle, the Patriots, Saints, and the Cowboys. I think that's going to be an upset pick. Giants, Commanders, Buccaneers, and the Lions. That might be a good game.
That's a good one.
Colts, Packers. If Love was playing, it'd be a good game, but since he's out, that's gonna hurt them. Rams, Cardinals, Steelers, Broncos, Bengals, Chiefs. Bengals own the Chiefs, so we'll see how they can bounce back and get their first win.
I think that's a good game.
Yeah. Bears, Texans on Sunday night, then the Monday night game, Falcons, Eagles.
Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons in that one.
I gotta go with the Eagles. I gotta go with my money. I
gotta mess with Bama. I'm messing with Bama on that one.
His reaction said everything. He laughed when he said it.
Like I said, that one could get ugly real quick.
Yeah, especially if Kirk Cousins turned the ball over.
On Monday night too in Philly. Ooh.
Or that Georgia front get to him because y'all got nothing but Georgia front on damn defense.
Oh, now you rooting for Georgia, huh?
Yeah, you see that, right? You seen that, right?
See him shaking his head.
I'm rooting for the SEC. I'm rooting for
the SEC. Here we go.
Oh man, well, fellas, I appreciate everybody coming through, man. I had a good time today. We can do this again next week. I might try to do a Thursday night next week, this week coming up. If not Thursday, it'll be Saturday. So I'm gonna get a head count, see who's available Thursday night. We can go live before the game come on Thursday night.
All right.
And chop it up. So let me know. But besides that, y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Anybody that's watching the show, you see our stuff on the bottom of the screen. Follow us, like us. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's do it every week.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. All right.
By the way, Los, Matthew Stafford is 11th all-time passing yards. Just so you know.
That's big. 11 all-time.
11 all-time.
And he's still playing. And
who's number one? Who's number one?
Brady, Breeze, Manning, Favre. He's like, okay. Yeah. I'm not putting him in any of those categories. I'm just saying he's probably gonna the people ahead of him. He'll probably make the Hall of Fame. I don't know. Matt Ryan, I don't know, is a Hall of Famer, and he's.
I don't think so. Yeah, I
he's
don't think
ahead
he
of
should
him.
make the Hall of
So
Fame.
Philip Rivers
Man.
probably is not, but
No.
the rest are.
Yeah. But you when you say he's 11, you know that really doesn't change my opinion about him.
I know.
I mean, he's 11.
Numbers
I
are
mean,
numbers.
Yeah, 11 is 11. You know, he wasn't he if his ranking wouldn't have got him in the playoff game in the College Bowl season now. You know, he's 11. He's 11.
Dre, what you think about? You think we need to send him application and then come on over to San Francisco? Because right now it seems like he needs some lay on somebody's couch right now during football season.
Hey, I'm focused on college right now. I'm focused on college ball right now.
Who's your college team?
Hey, I like them Gamecocks, man. I like them South Carolina Gamecocks.
Okay.
That's my SEC.
Y'all got LSU today too.
Well then you should be rooting.
Yeah.
Then Debo is your guy, so you should be coming over to us anyway.
Hey, Florida State losing to Memphis right now, 10-0.
Oh
man.
no!
I'm done with college football. I'm telling you that right now.
Hey, we looking good. Gamecocks looking good. We got a 10-point lead on LSU right now.
Wow, already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we looking good.
I might be saying roll tide for the season over with.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Come on.
Don't do it.
Come on.
Don't do it.
Nah, I can't do it, man. Huh?
You can do it.
Nah.
It ain't hard.
Nah, I can't let that go, man.
What Florida State doing? ACC, baby.
10-3.
Okay.
They just scored a 54-yard field goal. Yeah. That ain't gonna help though.
Check them out.
Man, don't check them out. I'm gonna check out the score at 3:30. That's what I'm gonna check out.
Well, cool. All right, brothers.
Fellas.
Good hollering at y'all.
All right,
y'all have a good one.
All right.
All right.
Y'all
Take
too,
care.
man. Y'all have a go.
Y'all too.
Take care.
Let